dumping time. You know what makes me dump after I've had a big old coffee in the big time.
Yeah.
Big coffee in the big time.
Oh, you know, a cup of coffee in the big time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
There we go. Sorry, the camera was broken. All right, there we go.
No problem. The voicemail dump truck for your Thursday, May 11th, 2023. This is a call-in show. 707 exit flu is how you participate in the program. Call us up, leave us a voicemail, and tell us about your cup of coffee in the big time. Joining us today, the one, the only Mike Minotti, RoboCop himself. What's up there, Robo Mitch?
Not much. I still have this very prominent nipple right now. That's a little cold in here. But really aggressive
Is that a Robo nipple?
A Robo nip. Robo nip or Robo Mitch. There we go.
Mr. Minotti, tell us about all the cup of coffees that you've had in the big time.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, that's one way to end that conversation. Jeff Grubb is here running the ones and twos. How are you, bud?
I'm good. I'm great. I didn't have the cameras up. The chat was broken for me for a second, so I'm feeling fantastic. I think the show's going fine. I do drink coffee, mostly espressos. I don't do anything too fancy to them. I just kind of throw a bunch of espressos in a cup and then drink them real quick and then feel kind of jittery, like my bones are vibrating. It's good.
Yeah.
New coffee drinker, relatively speaking, Dan Reichert, who seems to be spread eagle on his couch. What are you doing?
Tell. The camera's cut off here. How can you tell?
This is a lewd show.
It's like you look like you're...
No!
I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want any of that.
That's how I say it. That's how I say
Okay.
He is just up in the stirrups at the gynecologist, and my head
I was just gonna
is
say.
ground zero for the taint. It's not great for anybody.
I
All
just
your
said that for when
ears.
we have the 360 camera.
Oh, God. I don't want to
It's
be your
okay.
OBGYN at all.
Just
We
focus on
all
my
are.
nipple.
Your
Yes.
ears are.
All right, yes. That's my safe place.
There it is.
There it
What
is.
were we
Thank
talking
you.
about?
We were talking about coffee and how you just started drinking it, relatively speaking.
I mean, it's been years now.
It's been
I'm cool
years.
with coffee now.
Do you like cups of coffee in the big time or like just a shot of coffee in the big
Mug.
time?
Typically a
Mug of coffee in the
mug
big
is what
time?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one most mornings, I would say. Unless if I wake up, if it's past like 9:30, I'm not even going to try to do a breakfast thing. I'm just going to go right to like a lunch and a Mountain Dew. But if I get up, before 9:30 or so, it's coffee time and maybe some oatmeal.
Speaking of Dan's butthole,
Yeah.
we went out to dinner in my hood on Tuesday night, and Dan ordered something that looked delicious. He ordered like a big old pasta dish.
It was like it was like-
Cavatelli.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was it
With,
buffalo
meatballs.
too? I just assumed it was buffalo because it was kind of red, but it was buffalo. It wasn't buffalo.
No, it was vodka sauce.
oh,
It was vodka sauce.
okay.
Cavatelli with vodka sauce and
Oh,
meatballs
yeah.
and chunks of mozzarella.
There
So-
you go.
So we're sitting, so I see that come out, and I'm just like, oh, wow, that's a big pasta dish. And like the first thing in my head is just like, oh, that's leftovers, baby. That's leftovers for like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even into the weekend. A couple minutes go by, and I'm like, sitting across from the table. There's a lot of shit on the table. I couldn't really see how Dan was progressing with his pasta dish. And then before I even realized it, he's on his last forkful. Like, this was a big bowl of pasta, like a bowl of pasta that is just I could never in a million years, especially at this point in my life, finish a dish like that. And Dan put that thing down like it was nothing.
It was impressive stuff. It was impressive work.
How
It
much
was
of it
really,
was
really
weird?
good.
No,
It was-
0%.
That was the same day I had that big sub sandwich and all those
Yep.
chips and like
Did you eat the
half
whole
of that
sandwich?
bowl of Dylan's candy.
You did eat a lot.
He
of
did
candy,
not eat
Jesus.
that sandwich because I just found it the other day. And
I
he
ate half
pecked
the
at it
sandwich,
like a
a
little
bunch
bird.
of chips. I ate more candy than sandwich, but I ate a bunch of bullshit that day.
Yes.
You ate a bunch of bullshit that day.
Mhm.
I remember. I think I did say something to the effect of like, "I'm not a religious man, but I am praying for your butthole."
Mhm.
And
That's funny.
Yeah, I guess what happened.
Normally,
happened.
I'm okay, with that. I mean, that's like my normal type of meal. But the thing is, that was like day 7 of, Boston with my dad here in Connecticut, going down to Jersey and New York with you guys. So like after day 7 of a ton of drinking and eating like a total asshole every day because I'm in vacation mode, That's when I did wake up in the middle of the night with like major stomach pain and just sat on the toilet for a while with my head in my hands. So that's
here's the thing. I didn't have that dish, and I did not eat all my burger. Same exact thing happened to me. I think it was New Jersey that got us, Dan.
Were you both crying though? Were you like teary-eyed?
My body was like trying to wake me up by like almost regurgitating, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna choke you if you don't wake up. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll go like deal with whatever's going on. And it was stomach pains, and I had to go sit down and make a boom boom on the potty at like 3:30 a.m. or whatever it was. And that's
I felt like a cauldron, like a bubbling witch's cauldron in my belly. And like, you're traveling. I don't have ibuprofen. I don't have Tums. I got nothing to work with here, so I'm just going to sit on the toilet.
You always have travel Tums now these days.
I've never done travel Tums.
Oh, you're going to.
I didn't
know that was an option.
Oh yeah, you need travel Tums.
Travel
I don't go anywhere without Tums anymore.
Travel Tums can mean two things. One, like keep a travel pack of Tums with you at all times, which is what you're referring to. Or travel Tums, which I refer to as like, oh, I'm traveling, therefore I'm gonna have like an upset belly at some point. My travel Tum.
Yeah, I just think like my stomach is fairly impervious to things after the life of trauma I've put it through. But it turns out I have my limits too.
I imagine your stomach, it looks like that like decrepit hormone monster on Big Mouth. Like that's what I equate it to. If you know what I'm talking about.
Now that I'm not in vacation mode, I'm healthy now. This morning I had a bagel with cream cheese, and then 2 hours later I had a family-sized vat of Stouffer's macaroni and cheese. So, and then I've got leftover pulled pork, a couple pounds of that for dinner tonight. So we're doing good.
I had a hot chicken Nashville sandwich with waffles for buns today for lunch, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I do this? I got it from Sheetz, and I saw it, and I'm like, well, I can't not get that. And now that's going to be like, now I have to eat just like an apple and celery for the rest of the day. If I'm going to make it. I know, right?
Yeah. Sorry to gross you out.
Sorry,
disgusting.
Mike.
Please talk more about your waffle chicken sandwich.
And Dan's butthole. That's what.
Yeah,
Dan's butthole.
I also don't think we considered how much dessert we took in the middle of that day.
It was just during the podcast. There were poor choices made across the board.
All the pie too on top of all the Skittles and stuff.
Right, and that was like that same day, and then we had like that night. That at the restaurant we all got dessert as well.
Yeah, we were just pieces of shit.
It's a mystery to everyone why we felt bad that night.
Yeah,
like you ever wake up and you just feel heavier?
Yeah,
like, you just sort of like catch yourself in the mirror and you're like, what the fuck? What happened? Like you catch a profile shot of yourself and you're
trying to do like my normal walking gait, and my toes just don't lift up as much anymore, so I start tripping on like small little ledges. Like totally.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But you look real stupid.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yes,
I cry. Up to gravity slider a little bit.
Yes, that's what it feels like. Yeah.
We had a lot of fun out here. There's a good time had on the Bombcast Tuesday. If you have not checked that out, please go check it out. There's also, I'm not sure if the 360 camera video going to get posted somewhere, or is it?
I think it's going to get posted to YouTube. Yeah, that makes sense. That's right. And
okay.
You can get a good look all up inside Bacalar's house, which, hey, Bacalar, thanks for letting us do a bombcast inside your house.
Totally. Hey, thanks to Marty. Is Marty joining us today?
Marty's not here today. He's still, he's still getting off the high of being head of the table on the podcast on Tuesday.
Hey, Marty, I acknowledge you, head of the table.
Yeah, the tribal chief, Marty dog.
It went right to his head.
That's a good dog.
I discovered a bunch of fun art that was created on his behalf in the live stream channel on the Discord. So thank you everyone who's been doing that. That made his day. He's an old man, so it's small things that impress him and give him great joy. So thank you.
He's the new fan art idol? I thought that was RoboMish for a bit. I was enjoying that.
Oh no! As far as humans go, it's still you.
RoboMitch is only partly human.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
That's true.
Right.
Mostly
Cyborgs.
robot.
He's lost his humanity, and that's the tragedy.
He grew up a little. He's an old man. He's got a bucket list, and we just ticked another box on that bucket list.
Right.
So
it's a good dog.
He's in a good place. Good dog.
Penny, you don't do anything like that. All you do is shit on my floor. You're fine, Penny.
Wow, that's
his cleaner.
Quite the 180 there.
Yeah.
All right, 707 exit flu. That's our phone number. What we like you to do is, if you want to give us a call, maybe do it after you've let your hair down a little bit, or you've found yourself in a situation where
don't
you're
call in from work unless you really need to, unless it's important.
Yeah, unless you drink at work. Yes. No, I'm kidding. So we've got a bunch to choose from here today, and we thank Jan for curating this list.
Thanks, Jan.
Appreciate it.
And the list is actually not on the screen. Let me fix that.
Up first, choosing the first voicemail is going to be our very special guest, Mike Minotti.
Chicken Alfredo.
All right,
That's going to be the one I picked.
Coming right up.
Hey, Dumpers. I just had chicken Alfredo delivery. It was delicious. What's your favorite Italian dish? Love you.
Ooh,
Parm. Easy.
Chicken
Fettuccine
parm.
Alfredo or macaroni and cheese.
So
Macaroni cheese is you're just not gonna
not really Italian.
You're not gonna do that to Italy.
All right, then fettuccine Alfredo then. But
There
I
you
don't.
go. Yeah,
I've gotten
completely
chicken.
different.
I've gotten all sorts of things in fettuccine Alfredo before, but I find it just distracts, and so I usually just eat it. It's like the time I went to a nice seafood place, and Bonk still gives me shit for I got lobster mac and cheese and ate around the lobster and left all the lobster
That's
and
fine.
ate all the macaroni. So I just want just the noodles in the sauce. That's all I want.
No
I
joke.
get it.
My favorite like trash chain restaurant entree is the Cajun chicken Alfredo at Red Lobster.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
awesome.
Michael.
not a drop of seafood, and I even like seafood, but I just get that thing. Get some Cheddar Bay biscuits. You got to go like sleep for 20 minutes. I think you might be technically dead in the middle of that nap.
Oh,
but,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's great. Man, there's some. I mean, the great thing about Italian food is, any combination of noodle, like red sauce and Parmesan cheese is gonna get you there. But I like the stuffed ones, like a manicotti. You get like
Ooh, that's good.
It's just a tube filled with ricotta. That's always good. Like a ravioli is great. I think the important thing, if you just got me a really good spaghetti and meatballs, though, with those really tender, juicy, like half pork, half beef meatballs, that's pretty hard to beat.
That's real nice.
I like bruschetta, antipasto, anything with like a little bit of tang to it, that like vinegary tang. Give me some of that. Something
Love
that's
the
like
vinegar.
I like Italian dishes. I associate with being kind of heavy. That by the time I'm done eating them, it's like rough for me to get through because it's like that heavy red meat. Is that right? And that spice meat could be tough. So I need something light to offset it. And that bruschetta, the antipasto, really is a good.
That's what the glass
contrast.
of white wine is for.
Right,
Exactly.
well, I'm always going to be drinking the red wine, so
That's
my
what
own
Billy
fault.
Joel was singing about. Just getting the agita out.
That's right.
I want to
yes.
go back to something Mitch said.
Yo.
You said half pork, half beef meatball?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
All in the
pretty
same thing?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
standard.
you can do that.
Is that some fucking science experiment? Like how the fuck
No,
is the
burgers
pig and a
come like
cow?
that all the time.
It is
too.
definitely a sin to mix those meats
I mean,
together,
a lot
but it's
of them
How does that
will also-
happen in the
I mean,
physical form?
human.
What do you think? No, they breed a pig
Yeah.
and a cow together. They get
Well, what
ground
kind of
beef
question
with
is
the
that?
two and they mush them together into a ball.
we
Yeah,
go.
what the
That's fucked
come
up,
on.
isn't it?
No, Dan, the fuck kind of question is that?
Dan,
I'm sorry.
You're just like taking like the bodies of two different animals and just mushing them together until they're one thing.
beef.
That's fucking
First of all-
weird, right?
first of all-
That's weird.
First of all, how are you in any way like weirdly above that? Number one.
It just sounds fucked up. It sounds like some Island of Dr. Moreau shit.
Dude, you've heard of like turducken. You've heard of like.
I've heard the word. I don't know what that means.
Dude, you eat fucking hot dogs.
Oh,
Okay.
Dan.
Yeah, but I have no idea what the fuck they are. I don't know what animal comes from. I don't care. You don't have to tell me.
This is so exciting. You know what else is often in meatballs is a binder?
I don't want to hear anything you're about to say.
Eggs.
I don't have
Exactly.
Austin
I can't hear anything.
Dude,
I don't
this
have
is-
my headphones on.
He doesn't have his headphones on. This is great. What's so awesome about this is like, where the fuck do you get off saying that like all of a sudden, how could it possibly be that like cow and pig married together in a patty form? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Fucked up, right?
It's not
I mean,
like
it's not any more fucked up than us slaughtering them for their meat.
Well,
Yeah,
right, I'm not
like-
saying in the slaughtering thing. I know, look, we kill animals all the time for eating
Yes,
purposes.
But why
I get
is
that.
this the thing that crosses the line?
It feels like
for
we're
you?
desecrating corpses or something, right?
Dan, you are so close to just becoming like the dudes that wrote the Bible and like Leviticus. Like, do not slaughter a
Yeah.
goat in its mother's milk.
Exactly.
All right, what's the next
I'm just
rule?
saying-
all right,
no, I'm saying purely in
mixing
a
pork and
physical
beef.
thing.
It weirds me out, and therefore it shall weird out God.
You're trying
I'm
to
only
like.
saying physically it's weird to take two corpses and mush them together and cook
It's
them.
not. First of all, it's flesh.
Corpses.
They're not just. Yeah, your dumb fucking analogy sucks. Number one. Okay.
Is that not what's happening?
Dude, but like, what I don't understand is like,
it's not Dan Kosher. Dan Kosher is a very specific set of kosher rules.
exactly. I was just gonna say, you're inventing brain dead kosher, is what you're trying
Look,
to
if
do.
you want to throw a bunch of animals in a blender and eat what comes out, that's not my problem. I think
I
it's
literally
weird.
eat that all the time.
Backlash
though.
too mean to Dan. Actually, I don't even think it's funny.
I just can't even like.
You are not mean enough to him.
I know I'm not. I know I'm not mean enough to him.
Dan, yeah,
Okay.
hot dogs, like a pizza. Like a
I don't need to hear about hot dogs.
meat
It's just
lover's
a
pizza,
cow
Dan.
goes into a place and it's never seen again, and a hot dog came out. I don't
Yes,
need to know
grub.
anything else.
Exactly, Grub. A meat lover's pizza.
Because
What,
you're
you
going to
think
take a
all
bite,
the same?
it's all going to get chewed up in the blender. What is your mouth?
Yeah, but it's in a separate thing on top of the pie, you know?
Like you have, like, well, you don't have eggs and bacon, but like, there's just
it's
so
all
many
animal
things.
products.
You know what? Never
I'm
mind. I
saying-
thought about it. It is weird, Dan. You're right. You're
You're
right.
right,
It's weird.
yeah.
I'm still going to eat
Thank
it, but
you.
it's weird.
Thank
Everything
you.
we do with food is pretty fucking weird. You're right.
Thanks.
This is
Thank you.
This is not.
I'm glad
us
we got there.
validating you. This is us shutting you up so we can move on.
No, I'm going to accept the validation part.
God damn, that one really got me, man. Sometimes I'm like, oh, let's just laugh at the idiot food clown and like, point fingers at him, throw garbage at him, tomatoes and whatnot. And then he
I'm
says
coming out of this
something
conversation feeling
so-
great. You seem upset.
It's just so offensively stupid.
You seem like an
You're
angry human
huh?
being.
It's just, you're not a normal man. You're not an innocent man. You're none of that.
Anyways, that's my favorite Italian dish.
I'm doing fine. Jeff's all
And then you're like,
riled up
wait a
over there.
second, it's fucked up. Oh God. It's fucked up that we fucking
guy
humor you.
Who
is what's
said
fucked up.
who initially said his favorite Italian dish is macaroni and cheese?
Yeah. As if, and somehow that
And we
was
let
the
that
most
one
offensive
go.
thing.
We basically let that one
Are
go.
noodles
We're
not
like,
Italian?
no,
Not all noodles
inherently.
are Italian. No.
I mean, they've sort of
Actually,
owned
got
it
it
in a
right?
way,
They actually got it
sure.
from China first. China
Yes.
had noodles
Yeah.
first.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of
Well,
Chinese noodle dishes.
you know.
Yeah.
Marco
Yeah, that's
Polo
true.
brought them back.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one thing I gotta start correcting Dylan on when he calls lo mein like spaghetti. We gotta
Yeah.
stop doing that.
No, it's different.
He doesn't want to
So-
offend anybody.
I want to bring it back to the Italian food conversation because that's what we were talking about. God damn it! Chicken parm is the go-to. It's the go.
Very good.
That's the goated Italian dish without a doubt. I really like going to a place that will give me like a special. They'll say like, "Oh, we did like a veal salt and boca tonight," which
Ooh.
is like when they do kind of like a grilled or like maybe a lightly fried like veal sort of steak, if you will, with prosciutto and like melted mozzarella on
Dan, what's
top of
prosciutto?
it.
It's a thin, salty meat.
We
There you
got
go.
there, man. We
I was
got
so
him.
worried you're gonna talk to him about veal.
Yep, that
which he
only
thought
took
was seal once.
Mike. That only took
I'm
the
not ready for that.
entire New York trip
The
for him to
entire
get
New
the
York
definition
trip, they took us
correct.
to teach him about prosciutto, and we asked him like 8 times.
We
and he's
got
got it
there.
now. He's got it.
You just got to hammer it
he
in.
just-
Got it
do
on
that.
lock.
You did
Yeah.
it. Great.
Well done.
Thank
But yeah, salt and boca stuff is like pretty special.
Oh, you know what's underrated? Braciole. You guys ever have braciole? The
What's
thin
that?
little. That's like
Pasta
the thin
braciole.
little beef, and you wrap it around like a cheesy breadcrumb mixture, and then you just
Oh yeah,
bake it with red sauce.
No, that sounds
Sure.
good. That sounds really
Ooh,
good.
it's very good.
That sounds real good.
That's maybe top tier. And you like put it in butcher's twine so it all stays together.
Can calzones be my favorite Italian food?
I
allow
mean, better than mac and cheese. I mean, sure.
What are you,
Um,
Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec, the calzone guy?
I like a Milanese too, a chicken or veal Milanese. That's really
Milanese.
nice. You get like a fried cutlet with like rocket, that lettuce, the spicy lettuce, and
Chicken
some fresh
cacciatore.
mozzarella, balsamic, onions, tomatoes.
I will
Sound
almost
good.
always take Mexican over Italian food.
Nah.
I know.
No
I'm
way. I
I'm
like
Mexican
talking
food
about me.
also,
I'm
for
just talking
sure.
about me. I like spicy.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about how you're wrong and an idiot.
No,
Because
I think
Italian's
Mexican
better.
the
They're both good.
the spiciness is more satisfying than the sort of
got a spicy meatball.
the lack of heat. Well, yeah, but it's like even that spice just feels like it's not as hot as I need it to be. I need
There's
Well,
a
'cause
tang
it's-
to
it's all
Mexican food spice that I love. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all
Hot.
spice in Italian food
is there
is
any spice in Italy where you can go, I like cumin because it's bubba boomin'? I don't think so.
No, I think the only thing that's actually spicy in Italian food is the chili, the red pepper flakes, and that's like it for making
Those are
things
good,
spicy,
though.
right? They're good.
I like those.
All right. Yeah, I'm I know I said I'm hungry. I'm really looking at pictures of food now. Thank you, caller. But I'm also hungry. Jeff Grubb, your turn to pick a voicemail.
Yeah, as a boy from Michigan, I have to go with the Fago production facility.
Bomb crew, it's Brian from Michigan calling back again. Once again, driving through Detroit on my way home from a punk rock show. I just drove past the Fago production facility in Detroit. What is your favorite regional snack food or beverage? Thanks, guys. Love what you do. Keep it real.
Thank you, caller. Love you.
Regional
Snack or beverage is different than like I would say I can't pick Whataburger here because that's like a whole chain.
Right.
I'm trying to think like a thing you could buy at a gas station.
So here's the thing that I came to love. I think it's from like the Ohio, West Virginia area. Cheerwine. Cheerwine is like it's like a cherry drink. And they have diet Cheerwine, so I can actually drink it, and it is really, really tasty. I like it a lot, and I got real excited when I started going outside of that area and seeing it at like specialty soda pop shops and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get some Cheerwine and bring it home, and we'll have it for Christmas or whatever. It's really, really good. Oh, Kroger carries it. Yeah, that makes sense, Hammond.
That reminds me of Dr. Brown's soda. Do you guys know what that is?
I think I've seen it a couple times. I think I might have had it.
Is that the guy who invented the flux capacitor?
Yeah, he's
exactly
a hardworking guy.
Their mascot's Christopher Lloyd. No, I think it's like I only see it in delis, like Jewish delis, black cherry soda or a cream soda, and that just seems like the spot, the regionality of it. Yeah, food wise, I don't know. Is Zapp's chips everywhere?
Zapp's potato chips. You can find them most places. I used to get them mailed to because I loved them in New Orleans, and I would get them mailed to me in New York. But nowadays, I see them more often now.
Did you guys, when like growing up, did you guys have Fago in your stores?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
you're from Ohio, so that makes sense.
I didn't realize it was regional. I thought Fago was everywhere.
No, Fago's very much Midwest and really specifically Michigan.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm really not. I've heard of it, but I'm not even quite sure what it is.
It's just like store brand pop, but just it's in that same vein.
Specifically like the fruity ones, like your grape sodas and orange
Instead
sodas.
of Dr. Pepper, I think it's Dr. Pop. I think they have Dr.
Pop.
or something
Well,
like
Mr.
like
Pibb.
that.
Do you have Mr. Pibb?
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr. Pibb. That's for Texas. Yeah, Mr. Pibb was regional,
okay.
but now it's like it's way bigger than just Texas these days. But yeah, I think it started or maybe Dr. Pepper started in Texas.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Thunder. Thank you, Weezeman. Dr. Thunder is what I was
right.
thinking of for Fago. Dr. Pop, is that the one from Hitman?
I think so. I think it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's why it's in my head.
I don't enjoy saying this word. It makes me feel bad. I think there's like a lot.
Fago?
Yeah, I just don't like the branding. I don't.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's adjacent to a specific slur, and I know what you mean. It
It's
also
just not
makes me
fun.
uncomfortable.
It just seems like it just seems bad.
Sure, if you're hateful people, I could see that being a problem. Absolutely, yeah. It's very much the official pop of the Insane Clown Posse.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That's what
there
I know
you go.
then.
Okay.
That is, they sing about it frequently. They spray it on their fans at concerts. It is a whole thing.
Yeah.
Fago, though,
It's not gonna
I
sell
grew up on
anybody
this
on
stuff.
Fago.
It was the cheap pop that my family would actually buy. So yeah.
Well,
You know what I was looking for pop-wise 2 Saturdays ago? I went to no less than a dozen gas. I'm not kidding. I drove around most of the day trying to find a specific soda. I heard, Mountain Dew, typically they do a bunch of funky, fun flavors, but they're never in zero form. I love
Yes,
I
gotta have zero.
haven't had a full sugar soda since fucking college because I get enough sugar and I drink enough soda that if I let myself, I would just die.
Yeah, oh, yeah, too
So
much.
I only drink zeros. But since Mountain Dew never does it, I just have base level vanilla Mountain Dew, not literal vanilla, or Baja Blast Zero. But I heard they made the Summer Freeze Zero flavor, and it's supposed to be like a bomb pop. It's a bomb pop with zero sugar. And so I drove around. I looked at the Dew locator. I looked at the Dew subreddit. I went to the Mountain Dew subreddit. I entered every Connecticut zip code I could find.
Did you
drove
consult,
around all
Mountain
day
Dew,
looking for it.
Spokesperson Paul Reichert, who says do the do?
Yes.
dude.
Yeah, couldn't find one. So if anyone knows where to get Summer Freeze Zero, I spent a whole day looking for it. And
Man,
couldn't
that
find
sounds
it.
like a nice summer drink at the pool. Maybe throw a little vodka.
Can you
in there.
order it from Amazon?
No, I looked. I looked at Costco.
Look
I
at
looked
this
all over the place.
Mini fridge. This Mountain Dew mini fridge is really cute. I'm sorry, I'm
I have
distracted.
that.
There's two things I want to add real quick here. First, I'm just imagining like Dan getting up early, taking the car keys,
Sure.
and Bonk's like, "Where are you off to, honey?" He's like, "I got a big day, looking
Do
for a
hunt.
fucking soda.
Going dew hunting.
I'll be back."
Wait,
Also-
is this on Amazon?
I bet it is.
Did I not check Amazon? I'm looking at it on Amazon.
Yeah, I think. Wait, which one is it?
Mountain Dew's Summer Freeze Soda Munchie Box Reserve. What?
Oh my God, look at this.
Zero
Mountain Dew
sugar pack of
Spark
12.
Zero Raspberry Lemonade Zero. Oh yeah, that looks delicious too.
$23 for a 12 pack?
Yeah,
Whoa.
you got to pay the
Okay,
Amazon
bud.
tax probably.
Man,
Pay it, you coward. You already spent that in gas looking for this fucking thing.
it's so expensive. That's like That's like $2 a can.
And there are so many kinds of Mountain Dews out. There's Mountain Dew energy drinks, Mountain Dew vitamin drinks. Like, gosh, there's a zillion things. I've never been a Mountain Dew guy. I'm a big pop guy, big soda guy. I never really like Mountain Dew, especially like normal Mountain Dew. I can fuck around with Baja Blast a bit, but
As a kid, I definitely drank Mountain Dew and it was fine. But today, if I try to drink it, it would be too much. Chat, real quick, I want to just throw some stuff in chat while we're doing this. If you have any like recommendations for like local like pops, local sodas that you guys really like, I would love to hear it. I do like trying these things. It's always fun to like see what other people grew up on.
When I think about local drinks, I'm thinking about beer too much, and I'm like, nah, not
Sure,
that.
sure, yeah,
not
yeah.
just like breweries, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I didn't realize
Jolly
Faygo
Good,
is
people are
even
saying.
local.
Jolly
No
Good.
idea. Where's Jolly Good at?
I don't know. People are try Moxie for Maine. It's ancient and awful. Okay, that sounds great. I'm gonna try that.
I can't endorse any of this shit.
Dan knows a thing or two about ranch soda. We'll send a case to Bacalar.
I never tried
No
it.
thanks. No thanks.
In Chicago,
You
we
kept
have
it.
Green River, and it's so fucking good. Okay, all right, cool. That's a good start, everybody. Thank you.
You kept that ranch soda for so long. Remember
That was
that?
Abby had that. I didn't have
Ooh,
it.
Jolly Good classic Wisconsin soda, caffeine-free root beer soda drink. That sounds good.
It's really bad. Grub, you should order some and try the ranch soda thing.
No, go to hell.
Dan,
I will,
Yeah,
I
no,
will never
go for
drink ranch soda, Dan. I say yes to a lot of shit. I'm not drinking ranch soda.
You do say
Oh,
yes to a lot
is
of
it
stuff.
actually like ranch dressing flavored? It's not like the name of the brand.
No,
Correct.
it's-
Yeah,
yes.
Correct.
Someone
Ew.
linked in chat Jones soda. You guys have
Yeah,
that?
I remember
That's
Jones.
real
That
good.
was Jones
Never
got
tried
out
it.
of control for a bit.
Yeah,
There.
it got
They were
really popular.
Huge.
Yeah.
They would do like Thanksgiving meal Jones, It's like a variety pack with like mashed potato soda,
Oh.
cranberry sauce soda, turkey soda. It was weird.
Also, Dan, if I ever hear you say you don't have time for anything again, I'm gonna slap you.
Well, there's another reason I was driving around all day. I had to kill some time.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
I don't want to know that. That's fine. Let that sleeping dog lie. And go to the next voicemail, which I will pick. We're gonna do
Come on, Crotch Area.
Crotch Area.
Yeah!
For-
Crotch
for
Area
my-
1 is a sequel later.
Excuse me. Hey, everyone. I'm listening to the dump truck in the car, and I had a half-empty bottle of water and a half-full bottle of water. And so, like, as I'm, driving here, it was real smart. I decided to, like, combine them, and I spilled it, like, right in my crotch area. And so I got a big wet spot in my crotch area, and I'm really hoping it dries by the time I get to where I'm going. But maybe not. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, I think we can discuss this. There is a Crotch Area 2 that I will play before we go on to anything else. What is your guys' move in this situation? Do you own it? Do you just get yourself wet all over your entire body so it looks even?
I try to
tuck down my
thrust
shirt.
the area up into like the hot the hand dryer thing
Sure.
in the bathroom first, because sometimes
That
you wash your
works.
hands and it sprays back.
Yeah, it'll
You just
evaporate
gotta,
pretty
like,
quickly. Yeah.
That works.
Yes, raise the
That's-
crotch up there. Yeah.
Normally, I only celebrate like. Sorry for the hiccup, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about bathroom.
Those
tech.
okay, so those blow dryers are extremely unhygienic.
Yeah.
They blow
Yes.
like
Germs.
MRSA everywhere, right? Like yes. Yeah, it's like
They blow staff everywhere.
yeah, they do. Apparently, they really do. Like
But it's like, what do you expect? What do you fucking
Right.
expect? You know?
Although
I just thought it would be air. It didn't occur to me that germs can infiltrate their way into the airflow, but I guess it makes sense if I actually think about it.
but like it does by me talking about that, Dan, do you think Paul Reichert would think I'm being like married and stuff? I'm like, oh, I don't want germs to get everywhere, so I'm gonna close the toilet when I flush it.
Oh, the little Mary chip in
Yeah.
your brain says, I'm going to get germy wormies.
Yeah,
Is
You're
your
not
dad,
cool and not married.
is your dad like, I can't see germs, therefore they don't exist kind of guy? Or like, what's that about?
No, he's I never get sick guy.
Got it.
I
Yeah.
believe it. Actually,
Yes, I have pictures.
He's actually
to-
very sick right now.
I was gonna say I have pictures
I hope
that
he feels
prove
better.
the opposite.
He did just travel. Here's the thing: he doesn't ever leave the house, like ever. So every time he comes to visit me, whenever he gets home, he's sick. So yeah,
That's fine, Paul. We could just put you in a big old bubble and wheel
Here's
your
what's
ass
messed
around town.
About bathroom drying tools. I was at a bar and they had that like just like never ending roll that like loops back in on
Oh,
itself
yeah.
that I used to have in school.
I was there for
And
this,
I
Mike.
haven't seen one of those since school. That's right, you were there.
Yep.
And I was like, what the hell is this? This can't be sanitary. It's literally just the same roll we're all using.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that's gross. And then like later I went back in there and it was broken because somebody didn't understand and tried to just rip it off.
Well, I'm pretty sure that
Like,
someone was your brother, Chris. I
it
think.
was, and I went back and I was like, somebody broke the thing. And my brother, Chris, was like, oh, that was me. I was confused.
I really don't get those. And that was like a newer bar, too. So it's not like there was like some leftover thing from the
It was so
Depression.
trendy. They tried to be trendy. Yeah, we went back the next week and they just had the air blowers.
Yeah,
They
of
learned their
course.
lesson.
Well, the air blowers aren't any better, but what? Oh, well.
Well, they at least they didn't break. At least
That's
like
true.
they're still there.
That's true. So, okay, so I'm going to play Crotch Area Part 2 so we can see what happened.
yeah,
to
the
our boy.
An
sequel.
update.
Yeah.
An update.
Here we go.
Hey, I made it to where I'm going. My pants are
Oh, no,
still
we're not getting
kind of wet.
Oh, you guys are
but,
getting it? All right, hang on. I was worried about that. I can fix that real quick. It's probably just a routing issue. All
Oh my
right.
god, the suspense. I need
All right.
to know about this man's crotch.
Here we
What
go.
happened to the crotch?
It's coming to you right now. Nope. Here it is right now.
Hey, I made it to where I'm going. My pants are still kind of wet, but luckily it's like mostly still on the back of my pants, not like the front. And so I'm just like sitting down in line, and I don't think anyone's gonna notice. All right, don't tell anyone. Bye.
Good job.
Good.
it's
That's
the
the
back.
best-
It's the back. It's easier to hide, but also if someone sees it, it looks like you just like wet pooped your pants.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
look at your leakage.
But
Like,
like,
so what?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are they gonna do? Kick you
Yeah,
It's
out?
worse
exactly.
than peeing.
it's no, because like also I also think there's unless the contrast is really noticeable, where it's like you're wearing like light gray sweatpants, where like anything remotely wet is really gonna look just dark as hell. I feel like most people don't like walk up to a person and just look at their crotchal region. They're just like,
I mean,
But
that's
if
the
it's
first place I
egregious,
look.
you'll notice a wet crotch.
I don't
yeah,
know. Here's my theory. I think this man pissed himself.
Wow. Putting them on
And
blast.
then-
Putting
and
the
he's
collars
like,
on blast.
Oh,
Wow.
I gotta like
Oh,
trick the
oh, you
world
think
by
this is his
calling into the dump
alibi?
truck. This is his
Yeah.
alibi.
He's gonna
Like,
play
oh,
this
he's been
later.
called in. Check it out.
Yeah,
Like,
look, I called into the show. Here's my proof. Look at the timestamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
seems like a
That's
think you should
entirely
leave
possible.
ploy
think he's working
here.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Working
Listen,
us.
I have no problem being your piss alibi, everybody.
Sure, I
will
called
always-
a podcast to prove it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever need to get out of peeing yourself?
Minotti.
You call 707 exit flu, and we got you.
Yeah, and donate. Okay. All right. Next up, Dan, did you go?
I did not.
All right. Chat chose
What a great
coffee
bit. Just a
cup.
great bit.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone, on getting back into the office. I don't know exactly how long you're going to be there for or if this is a permanent thing. Either way, I just wanted to give you a custodial TSA. I just had to fire one of my guys because he checks notes, put his balls in a coffee cup. And so that was yeah, just, wash your shit out. Maybe don't leave coffee cups at work anymore. All right, love you, bye.
This is my greatest fear.
Thank you,
They
Colin.
catch him.
Wait,
Yeah.
someone did this to like prank someone else?
Maybe he didn't like the person. Maybe it was like,
And it was
oh,
you're going to
Steve's
drink
a
my
jerk.
ball coffee?
I know what I'll do. I'll put my balls in his coffee cup.
Do you guys
then
think
oops,
understanding it's going to make you feel better about it? Like if we know why the balls were
No,
in the
there's
cup?
no good excuse here. No.
I think it's a random act of balling.
Right, there's
You know,
just there is no reasoning with the balls.
Yeah.
Unless
some
like
people just
okay,
want to see
what,
the world burn. You know.
I was trying to think if there's literally any excuse, and I thought of
No.
one.
There's no.
Okay, wow. I
If
can't wait to
his
hear
balls were on fire and there was liquid in the cup.
this. Yeah, but what if it's like
Yes,
Irish
I
coffee?
said, but then you
and-
tell the dude. You tell the dude you did that, and
Sure.
you get him a new coffee cup.
Sure.
Okay, I like your joke, But also, if my balls are on fire, I'm not looking for literally the smallest ball bucket possible.
What if it's the closest liquid?
What if it's a Beast Cast mug and it's like big enough for those big cojones?
Fair.
You're in the middle of the desert and your balls are on fire and there's just a coffee cup with some liquid in there. You're going to do that.
Sure. I mean, look, Beast Cast coffee mug, you could fit 4 grown men pair of balls in there.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
That's on the internet. I've seen that.
I've seen it. Shit, I guess you're right. But yeah, that sucks. I do want to know how this ball dunker got caught, because that's fucked up. That's
There's
arguably
cameras
more
everywhere
fucked up.
these days. I think that's that simple.
Yeah, it's very stupid of him to think he could get away with it.
Do you think that's, I wonder if the caller like sat the guy down, was just like, I want to play you a video. You don't have to say anything.
What do you think?
But
I think he just fired him immediately.
yeah. I'd like
Over
to have
text.
that moment.
Hey,
I don't think you
saw your
call me.
balls, didn't want to see your balls, you're fired. Like that's
Yeah,
simple.
I don't even want to see your face again.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, I'm just you're gone.
You'll never work in this town
All right.
again.
So you guys heard him. If you guys beat up again, don't put your balls in anybody's cups. Okay?
And wash your own cups out, because you can't
Yeah,
trust.
I never left a mug, like a mug that could be exposed to the public at work, right? You never do that. What's his face did it? Vinny did that with the Grover cup, right?
Grover cup?
Yeah, you know his Grover cup.
You know
that
Grover
just
from
broke?
Sesame Street? He dipped his
I know
balls
who
in the
the
mug.
character is.
It's
Oh,
a
I didn't know he had a mug.
Grover. It's a Grover's balls coffee mug.
Oh, official merchandise?
Official.
Okay.
Yep, Jim Henson drew it himself.
Jim Henson sanctioned Grover mug of his balls. All right, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's your turn.
All right. Let's go with in a sink.
All right, let me see this right
better
here.
not
Put
be
your
his
balls out
balls.
there. Yeah.
Yo, you ever pee in a sink? I'm gonna go pee in a sink.
All right. Thank you, caller. We've definitely had this conversation before.
I have once, didn't feel great about it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
No.
I never did it.
No.
And
It was an
and
emergency situation.
my friend, if you have enough time to call a podcast before you need to pee in a sink,
Well, if
you
there's
could probably
there
you
could
probably
be a
don't have to
line.
pee in a sink.
Make
There could
it
be a
to a
line in the
toilet, yeah.
bathroom.
Perhaps.
I have a friend who just has a pee sink. Like he likes to pee in the sink.
Jesus
Yeah,
fucking
that's
Christ.
I don't
What is
like
Well,
that?
he's a weird guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean a piss sink?
A pee sink. Well, don't be vulgar. It's a pee sink.
What is it like? Is it like the slop sink? You know, the one you might have in a basement or
Yeah,
something?
it's definitely a basement sink and it's gross, and I think he likes to pee in there. Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I just go
got a
outside.
toilet.
Like,
Yeah.
where are you? Like, what
This
kind of
guy
situation?
does a lot of things. He gosh, we're gonna get the name wrong, and I wish I knew, but he likes to, like, when he's in the shower because it's by the toilet. He likes to take a crap in his hand, then like slam dunk it
Shut
in the toilet.
fuck
I think he calls it the poop
Is
city
your friend
slamma.
an orangutan?
Wait, listen.
Wait,
he
no,
calls-
let him
Yeah.
say this, what he's about to
He
say.
calls it the poop city slamma jamma.
Mike,
You are fucking with
Dan,
us.
that,
No!
Mike, that's
Mike.
the character you've created.
Mike.
It's not a very good
Mike,
one.
what's worse? What's worse, Mike?
Slamma jamma.
What's worse? And I have questions. Did you make this up, or do you actually have a friend who
had to have
does
made
this?
this up.
I'm not sure what's worse. I'm not sure if making this up is
his
worse than
hand.
actually being friends with someone capable of doing
Yeah.
this.
If he just came up with Poop City Slamma Jamma as a bit, that is fucking weird.
No, it's
Is
good.
this,
Let's
is
do
this a
it.
shoot or is this a work, Mike? Answer the question. You know you can't lie.
It's a shoot. It's a shoof.
What is he? Is he like a functioning member of society?
Oh yeah, he's got a job and stuff.
What's he
Got a
do?
wife.
I'm okay.
I'm
He's
not
got
gonna-
a job
look,
and a wife?
Look, I'm careful. I don't want to give out too much information. I gotta
I hate
protect my
this.
slamma
I think we
jamma
should
guy.
report this man.
Slamma jamma. That's a good
All right,
name. Name this
listen.
episode the Slamma jamma.
Listen. My wife just came in here and said, "Are you okay again?" Something on this episode is happening where she is now concerned about me.
Just tell her about the Poop City Slamma
Yeah.
jamma.
Between you,
Can we just say
You're
that it's
fucking-
Mike Mahardy? Someone in chat mentioned it. I think let's just
he's saying, I said Mike Mahardy now.
It's not
fucking
me.
crazy. Why?
Yeah, it's all. See, wait, Dan, you know this feeling you have right now?
No, I had the thought. It's like, is this what it's like when I say things? But like, I don't do anything like that. That's
Oh,
fucking
God, no.
beyond the
It'd be-
pale.
It'd be maybe satisfying, like the.
No,
I don't want to shit in my own hand.
I feel like, you know,
We're in the shower, so you just wash it.
No, that's not a good reason.
Ew, that's so gross. Dude, like, come on. Like, first of all, this person sucks. This person sucks so bad.
You give it, man. Maybe like
this person.
Don't judge a book by its pooping in its hand and slam a jam in it in the toilet.
I should have left it at his
guys that aren't
left.
what percent chance is this actually just himself and something he does and he's describing as his friend?
Oh,
like
no, I don't
30%.
take Mike for
Yeah,
that.
30?
I don't take Mike for
30?
that.
Grub knows him the best. 30%?
Let me think. Mike's toilet is right next to his shower when I went to his house.
True.
Yes.
It's very close.
Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not me.
Let's do a little.
What if
Let's pay
I'm the most
attention for the rest of the
self-deprecating
episode. See if we can
person
piece
you
this
know.
together.
I'm the most self-deprecating person you know. Why would I not just say it was me?
Well, because you know this one is
me.
this is a line too far, and you know
This
it.
is too far.
The poop seas.
Yeah.
This is too far.
Too far.
Wait.
It
Can we
is.
just-
It's for me. Yes.
Mike,
Self-defecating.
Mike,
Yes.
this is your friend?
Yeah. Well, I almost want to say friend of a friend. That's underselling it. I've become closer to him.
Have you
through the
texted
years.
this person?
Does his
Yeah,
wife
he has
know he
my
does
number.
this?
Okay.
When was the last time
almost
you saw
certainly.
this criminal?
What was the last time I seen him?
Yeah.
It's been a little bit because of the pandemic stuff. I don't know if I saw him since then.
He's like, this morning when I looked in the mirror.
Is he your Tyler Durden?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not a fake persona I created to deal with society.
Listen, when he told you about this, what was your reaction?
Well, he didn't tell about it directly. The friend of the friend told me about it, and I laughed.
Can you
get him
this-
to call into the dump truck?
Yeah,
He
can
doesn't
you
need
get
to
him-
identify
yes.
himself.
Ask him to call into the dump truck and
Please.
see.
Okay, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I'll ask him.
Please.
Yes,
And,
okay.
I probably got the name wrong, but it's definitely SLAMMA JAMMA.
Oh, the name matters.
Get him to
very
call in
little.
with whatever details he's
I
got.
think it's Poop City SLAMMA JAMMA. That sounds.
We're gonna
pretty
find out it's Snowbike Mike. Like,
I mean, guys,
Snowbike Mike
I-
the entire time.
I'm almost worried because I got to warn you. I don't think that's the worst of it.
What?
What do you mean?
I'll
How
leave
could
at
it
that.
be worse? How could
I
it
don't
get
know.
worse?
I don't know.
We're at the threshold of
Okay.
hell. How could it possibly get worse?
How could that be even sicker?
All right.
There's no way.
Listen,
I
I'm
don't
very
wanna know.
excited. Have him call in and admit his sins. And we
Imagine it's Snowbikel. That would be awesome.
will. All right. Do we have what's next, Bacalar?
I'm sorry. I'm a little shook from
no,
that.
I get it. I
I'm
get
shook
it.
from that. That is fucking wow.
I'm all
I can't
stun
believe I'm
locked.
stunned.
I'm like,
dead.
most of them,
I'm
like,
just completely stunned here. Yeah.
I'm thinking about the mechanics of it. Like, you hold your hand underneath you while you're squatting?
Monkeys shit in their hands all the time, and they throw it at people.
Cool.
Right?
Do they shit in their hands or
Yeah.
do they pick it up off the ground?
I guess they might not take it shit directly.
Even a monkey is above it.
I think even monkeys know not to shit directly into their hands. We evolved from them, says B. Corliss. Specifically so we wouldn't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, that was evolution's a decision.
Yeah.
Come on and SLAMMA. If you want to jam.
All right, I guess it's your turn, Mike.
Oh,
right.
Should it be?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about the police and Disney? What the hell? I can't stay away from it.
Hey, Arthur from Chicago here. Driving home, stuck behind a car in traffic, and it got bumper stickers and whatever. But two things stand out: a silhouette of Mickey and a silhouette of Minnie, like their heads, like the circle, and then the two circles for their ears. The Minnie one has a bow, but like instead of their faces, it's like the thin blue line police line matter flag for both of them.
Yeah.
Is there like a crossover between like thin blue line police back to blue supporters and Disney fans? Hopefully Mike Minotti can answer this, or if not, Jeff Grubb can, as the closest thing to Mike Minotti. Mike's not there. So what's the correlation between the police and Disney? Love you. Bye.
What's the correlation between the police and Disney? Look, a lot of different people like Disney.
Yeah,
like
that's
Disney
exactly
World.
what it is. Yeah.
There's
Not anymore.
also a lot of like upper middle class douchebags who like Disney World a lot and who may also be real big fans of the police and how they feel protected in their gated communities or whatever because of them. I don't know.
Oh my God, this is miserable. I looked up an
I've
image
seen
of it.
things like this
What did you
before. I've
search?
seen
What
it.
did you search? I need to see
I
this.
searched. I googled Disney Mickey Minnie thin blue line, and I'll see if I can put it. I might be able to put an image here.
Okay.
Who are these people? These Venn diagram, like
It's
who-
weird.
Who is the Disney bootlicking Sorry about that. Little bump in the road. The cops got us, is what happened. The Mickey cops, if you will. I looked at some of these photographs. They're upsetting, especially the family with the Mickey ears and the blue line, and it's just not bad. Mike Minotti, why do you allow this to happen?
I don't know. You know, the only decoration I have on my car is Disney related. It's it says my other vehicle is a monorail, or my other car is a monorail, and it's got a picture of a monorail there. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
No blue lines though.
I believe that about you, and I don't believe the poop thing about you. So I think we're back on track.
Yeah.
That's not about me. It's about
I know.
That's what someone who it's about would say. That's exactly what they would say.
All right, we can move along, right?
Yeah.
We're good on the Disney cops. Jeff Grubb, have at it.
Yeah, let's see here. I believe I was told I had to choose this one before the end, so I'm just gonna do it now before it gets too late. My friend Fish.
Shit! I'm just looking at pictures of Jeff.
Can you guys hear it?
No.
Okay.
It's the routing thing.
Yeah, the routing thing again. That's right. Go XLR. Why don't you just save the things I do to you?
Because that would be easy and
That
fun.
would make sense. All right, one more time. My friend Fish.
Oh shit! I'm just looking at pictures of Jeff Grubb, and you look just like my friend Fish. Nobody believes me. You look just like my friend Fish.
What is that from?
Oh,
I think it's from our friend here. And
what do you
his
mean
friend-
no one believes you? Just show the two pictures.
Yeah,
side by
it's easy.
side.
I believe
your
you.
friends.
Was
Come
his
on.
friend in a hotel in New Jersey a few days ago? Because
Yeah.
I definitely walked up to a guy in the lobby thinking it was Grubb and said, "There he is!" And a guy looked up at me that was not Jeff Grubb.
We
a
all
lot of fun stories this week.
Good times.
Wait, listen. Send me a picture of Fish. As long as you get his consent, I would love to see
Is
that.
Phil Fish?
You know?
I don't think he
I
looks
really
like
don't
Jeff.
look anything like Phil Fish.
No.
No.
Well, we haven't seen him in a while. Maybe
That's
you
true.
know, maybe I was about to say maybe he's let himself go. It looks
Wow,
more
thanks.
like you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
I was at a
thinking
harmonics
the
party
same thing.
once. I was at a harmonics party once with Kyle Hilliard from Game Informer, and he's got red hair. It doesn't look much like Phil Fish otherwise, but I forgot somebody was there being weird, and I said like, "Oh, here's Phil Fish," and I left, and the guy just thought that Kyle was Phil Fish. And I was like, "Oh, I love Fez. Fez is the best, man." Kyle is not Phil Fish. Like, no, dude, I love it. No, it's okay.
That's incredible. And you
Look,
wouldn't
if
believe him
someone-
even when he said, "I'm not Phil Fish."
I don't remember. I left.
That's good, Dan.
As someone who's had a case of mistaken identity a lot, did I ever tell you about the Austin, Texas story?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Walked
so.
into a bar and it was like literally a record scratch of like 11 people who all instantly thought I was absolutely without a doubt Seth Rogen. Like not even, it wasn't even like casual. I was like, how are there's the dumbest people in Austin all in this bar? How's that possible?
Excellent.
I mean, what was the lighting like? I bet in certain lighting you look
bad.
exactly like him.
Yeah, like it was, it was bar lighting, so it's,
Sure.
shitty. Like, and this one girl came up to me she was so drunk, and she was just like 40-year-old virgin, and I was like, yep, I was in that.
I thought she was calling you that.
Yeah, I've actually, now that I say it out loud, it's like this was 10 years ago, so I don't think I looked 40 10 years ago, but yeah, okay, we'll move along, I guess. Send in a picture of your friend Fish, obviously, so we can do a
Especially if it's
comparison
a fish. I believe I look like mini fish.
here. Yeah, you look, yeah. All right. I'm not going to avoid this. I'm a grown adult. I can talk to Jeff Backelar's New Jersey Devils. Let's just get this over with.
Hey, Dumpers. This is Villain Mac. Last week, you heard me in the Rider Strike email say cocaine, but I actually said go Canes, as in the Carolina Hurricanes, who are demolishing Jeff Backelar's New Jersey Devils, which go Canes.
All right.
There he is
I
saying
can handle
cocaine
that.
again. I don't get it.
He keeps talking about cocaine beating the New Jersey Devils. That's weird.
Maybe they have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what's keeping them from scoring any goals. The cocaine. Yeah, that's great. Nobody cares.
Wow.
What can I say? The Hurricanes are a better team. So right now they are, at least, right?
Yeah, they're
We
definitely
watched
playing
that.
better. Absolutely.
They're playing better. That's it.
Yep.
There's nothing else to say. It sucks. It sucks, but look, I'm sure everyone is really looking forward to that Florida Panthers Carolina Hurricanes Eastern Conference Final.
I kind of am. But just
I
me.
kind of am, but
Who
yeah.
should I root for?
Florida Panthers.
If the Devils go out tonight or lose this series, I am Mr. Kraken.
Seattle
all
Kraken
the
was a
way.
fun one to root for too. That's actually
The Cocaines?
Yeah, the Seattle Cocaines. It's a new expansion team. Yes, from Seattle, and they got a guy that's just like their mascot is a guy that corners you at a party and talks to you too long about his favorite TV shows. So
That sounds terrible.
that sounds like a guy on cocaine.
This Succession is so good.
I will say real quick, we don't have to dwell on this, but like, I do want to see Connor McDavid win a Stanley Cup for sure. So I will default to the Oilers. I think for the, and also Canada winning a cup is important. Fuck the Leafs. Fuck the Canes or whatever.
No,
right?
I'm not too worried about the Leafs.
I'm not worried about the Leafs. Yeah, what a convincing win last night. All right. Let's move along. Dan Reichert, if you please.
Yes. All right. Let's go with yummy.mp3.
Yummy in my tummy. I've got some yummy in my tummy. I'm gonna get some Cincinnati Skyline Chili to put on my spaghetti. I've got some yummy in my tummy. I've got some yummy in my tummy. Jeff Grout told me to call if I'm about to eat fast food. I've got some yummy in my tummy. Bagels are better than whatever Grout likes.
Cincy boy.
Wow. Okay then. Yeah, someone from Cincinnati representing Yummy in my tummy. Skyline Chili. Listen, I like Skyline Chili. I don't like the Cincinnati Bengals though.
It's weird because Skyline Chili, whenever people are like regional foods by states, they always say Skyline City for Ohio.
Yeah, but it's just Cincinnati.
It's just Cincinnati. Like I've lived in Ohio my whole life, never seen it on a menu, never had it.
Yeah, there was a
drove
Skyline
through
in
Cincinnati
Columbus,
once.
but it's like it's the Skyline from Cincinnati. Oh, they got one up here in Columbus now, but it was like, they're everywhere. And
I certainly try it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I would not do it on the spaghetti. I always got it on the Coney dogs, just these little little short dogs, and they had
Isn't that just
the
a chili cheese dog then?
Basically, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But with Skyline Chili, and it's really good. Like, are chili cheese dogs good? Yes.
I get it on noodle. I actually like putting like elbow macaroni in my chili. I like that.
Okay, you would probably like their
spaghetti's a little
three-way
weird.
then. Get the Skyline
yes, I
three-way.
do.
There he goes. There you go. A guy in
No
Hawaiian
onions,
shirt
please.
going, I like three ways. It's always a
the
good
nip's
look.
still out.
Nipples out for three ways, everybody. Look out.
My nipple power stance. Yeah.
I would watch season 3 White Lotus starring you in that shirt, my friend.
It's become my favorite shirt, I think.
That's a good
Love
shirt.
it.
Comfy.
It is good.
I like the Windmaker one better, but yeah, that one's good too.
I tried putting it on. It just it fit worse today. I don't know if I got fatter in like a week or what. It just wasn't really fitting. I gotta
The nipple
my arms.
is pushing it out too much.
I
Absolutely.
am kind of plumped up right now. Like clearly the nipple's out of proportion.
There's all that pasta from the other night.
Yeah.
Are you wearing the RoboCop suit underneath your shirt?
Yes.
Oh, maybe you had an
yeah,
allergic
I can
reaction to
tell.
the RoboCop suit.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I was at a trampoline park yesterday, so I thought that was going to burn off some calories. But
You're probably
now
Trampoline
my
park
legs
on a
just
Wednesday?
Yeah, it was I told you about my niece's birthday, so my brother
sure.
was there with them, and after I pre-ordered Tears of the Kingdom, I went over there just because I found out he was there because he sent a picture. So, and of course, the kids want to play, so I'm bouncing around, which is fun, but also terrifying.
Yeah.
There's like little traps everywhere because there's like little trampoline sections, and they're separated by like padding, but hard. So if you like jump from a trampoline to like that, you'll probably just buckle your legs and they'll shatter,
Ooh.
and you'll die. But it's good exercise.
You got to sign a lot of stuff before those.
No, they didn't make me do anything. In fact, the guy didn't even charge me. He just gave me the special socks and said, "Go at it."
There's some guy that owns a trampoline.
No, it's like it's a skating rink facility. It used to have 2 ice skating things, and then they just turned one of them into a trampoline park, and they let kids go in there and bounce around like assholes. It's a fun time.
I like those.
Lost Bacalar.
Yeah, he's got his wife's worried about him. I think we got him saying some pretty wild stuff on this podcast, and she's worried about the things he's saying, and he's in trouble.
That open door really bothering you, Jeff?
No, it's just Marty's such a freak. He just like he's all for some reason he's all hopped up this week.
I don't know.
I can't imagine.
Really
All the
calm when I
Skittles
saw
he
him.
was fed
We
at
probably
the dining room
I didn't
table.
feed him any Skittles.
I
Oh,
was
that's right,
keeping an
that
eye on
was
those
you.
Skittles though, because they did go in a pile just like the dog treats that he
I
ate 10 of at a
scooted
time.
Over. Those are all for me.
I had my eye on them.
Yes, and it was so weird. And
Marty
I
didn't
shit
like
my
me.
life away that night. I don't know why.
Marty gird at me when I tried to pet him. He didn't. He did not a
really?
fan of me
No, it's the way you approached him.
because I came up from behind. Is that what it is? Listen, I come from behind.
Well, hopefully we all do at some point, but also it was because you didn't sneak up on him, but you also grabbed his hips a little bit from behind, and he just he doesn't love that. That's all.
Yeah, you gotta go in gently with the new dog. You gotta offer your hand, let him get a little
I did.
sniffies.
I did that a lot, and so
But
I
if you
thought we were
notice,
good. And then
you were good, and he has been talking about you since you left.
Thank you. I like to hear that.
If you, and I
Looks just like my friend Fish.
I should have put down like the sort of like rules of like he likes people coming from the front.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's on me. That's on me.
All right, I don't want you to think like you guys can't party anymore. You definitely
he was fine at a certain point. I did sit in his spot on the couch. I think he didn't like that either.
Oh, no good.
I felt bad. I didn't want to say anything, but he was definitely fucking
It's
pissed.
like the dog from the Mario movie.
But I was not
break
moving.
his toy.
I thought about it. Yeah.
Oh man, but you like him, right? I need to know that. Right?
Oh,
You're a
absolutely.
fan.
Marty
Okay,
rules.
cool.
Marty was great hospitality from that dog. Absolutely.
He made all the desserts you guys ate, right?
Yes. Great
I
chef.
still got some of those. That lobster tail we barely touched. All right. Chat chose the one, the only New Jersey's very own Bon Jovi.
Is Bon Jovi the original butt rocker?
I think I don't fully know what butt rock is.
Yeah, I've heard people use it to describe like hair metal. I've also heard them to describe like Nickelback type stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
It's more like yacht rocky, I think. Like
yeah, I've heard he has a term. You know,
yes, and again, I think butt rock is very much a flexible and fluid term, and I think
butt
it's
rock-
sort of it's like
maybe a way to describe
gerrymandered.
it
What's
is
that?
like if it sounds like Trey Parker would sing it.
I like that. Yeah, okay.
You know?
That makes me
That's
think
good.
of Nickelback then.
Sure, like now you're a man, like that type of.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So I asked the internet, and by that I mean ChatGPT, to describe it. Butt rock is a slang term that is often used to describe a style of rock music that is considered to be overly generic, formulaic, and focused on simple, repetitive lyrics and catchy guitar-driven hooks. I then asked for some examples. Number one is Nickelback, Creed, Daughtry, that guy from American Idol, 3 Days Grace, Saliva, Buck Cherry, Puddle of Mud, and Papa Roach. That one's weird, but sure.
This is a lot of bands that would have had songs that were the theme of pay-per-views in 2005.
Yes,
without a doubt.
Vince seems like a butt rock guy. Yes.
Without a doubt. Super low energy, low effort kind of stuff too, right? I've noticed.
I think he's a progenitor. Bon Jovi is a progenitor of butt rock. He is not himself
He paved
butt
the
rock.
way.
Yes. Yes.
No,
Get
Rachel's
butt
right. Is he paved the way with his ass? No. Look, I don't think he's the original butt rock guy. I do think he's got some tunes. No one would ever accuse Living on a Prayer as butt rock, though, right? Like,
No.
so
But it's halfway there.
it's
Oh
one
my
sheet.
God.
It's,
Oh
my
God! Oh, you fucker! Oh, you fucker! Oh, you dirty fucker!
Man.
Let's fucking go.
I hate this show. There it is.
Oh, you dirty little shit holding fucker!
Oh, yeah.
You shit slamming fucker! You.
Yeah, come on, bring it in. You all know it was good. Oh my God, what happened?
I
There
am
we go.
throwing the rottenness of tomatoes in your direction right
He didn't
now.
even get it at first. He didn't even get it at
It
first.
went
We
right
didn't
over my
want to
head.
get it. No one wanted to get it.
Yeah. We were not set for reception there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel so good. That was good job, Mike.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, no one else
Everyone
was
give
gonna
him an
say it.
apple.
Yeah, I'm funny. People should
Apples
tell me
in
I'm
the
funny
chat.
more often. Yeah.
Apples in the chat.
Yeah, apples in chat, please. Yep.
Apples in chat. Shake made a joke. Okay, listen. It's our last voicemail opportunity now. Okay? We got to do 5 more here. Okay. So, Dan, you'll be
Yes.
going last.
Sure.
Or first. Fuck, man. I don't want to reward your.
Yeah, it's always after he
dumbass
says the
joke.
worst stuff.
Hey, look, I don't make the rules.
Oh, it was all right. All right, Mike. Have at it.
Okay. Getting into hobbies. I want to hear about this.
2023 is my year, but getting into hobbies. Gotten really into bodybuilding lately. I've just been piecing together parts of the joggers that I lured into the woods next to the park.
Oh.
2023 is my year. Getting into hobbies.
Sorry, played it over again. All right.
It was a joke.
The joke about he's a serial killer.
He's building he's
Yeah.
murdering people.
Wasn't that a
That's
joke from The
messed up.
Fly? Like, didn't Jeff Goldblum make that joke in The Fly?
Maybe that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been bodybuilding, and get their
That's
pieces.
messed
and
up. He's
stuff.
desecrating his corpses, but at least he's not mixing them with beef.
That's true.
Jesus. Yeah. You can't have any of that corpse comboing going on there.
Corpse combo.
Against
That's what I went
Leviticus.
from Burger King.
Corpse combo.
Corpse combo. Extra large fries.
Yeah, Morgan Spurlock did a documentary about that. Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, Grub. You're
Yes. All right, let me delete that one. I'm going to go with Hayden, please.
I was gonna pick Hayden too.
Hi all, it's Panda, and I just got done having some Taco Bell, so I thought I would call in. But I must ask, is Hayden Christensen a zaddy? Bye.
I was hoping it'd be about Hayden Christensen.
Yeah,
I'll
me
be
too.
honest. I was like, please, yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think he's totally well into zaddy territory. He was teenage heartthrob, right? That's why he got the job. And then he went away because we were too mean to him. And then he came back, and now he's a zaddy. Absolutely.
Sure.
Chad said no.
Been seen in public in like 15 years.
So he started showing up again at like Star Wars Celebration stuff because he's done some work on the recent
on
Star
some of
Wars
the new
shows.
shows.
He did Obi-Wan, which is a terrible show. But he's good in it. He's actually good in it.
He's gonna be in Ashoka, right?
Yeah, sure, Mike. Yeah.
He's just gonna wear.
It's
He's
not
just
that's how
gonna
you say
wear
it.
like fucking jeans and tight shirts for the next 20 years, and he's gonna be fine. Like,
If I looked like Hayden Christensen, that's what I'd be wearing. You think I'd be wearing this if I was Hayden Christensen?
It'd be pretty powerful if you did, though. It'd be
a
good look.
move, actually.
He's gonna be just fine. I'm not worried about him.
I think he's a zaddy. I do.
Yeah. All right, I'll go next. And I'll do the cool R.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dumpers and Dumpies. Did you know that the reason why the band Korn, why they have that backwards R in it, the cool R, is because they all worked at Toys R Us when they started the band? I just learned that recently.
That
That's
can't
it.
be true.
Love you.
There's no way.
Lying.
That
There's
sucks
no way.
so bad. I hope that's not real.
I hope that's true.
That's
I'm
not
gonna
real.
ask the internet.
I got sad because I drove by our old
R
Toys R Us here, and they're like doing work on it. And I was like, "Ooh, what's gonna go in?" It's just like one of those like discount grocery stores, so nothing exciting.
Yes, it's true that the members of the American nu metal band Korn worked at a Toys R Us store before they became famous.
true.
In fact, several members of the band worked at the same store in Bakersfield, California. Now, this is ChatGPT, so there's a good chance it's not true. But hey, I'm choosing to believe it.
That'd be wild.
That's fine if it's true. I'm more like, and why is it corn? Does anyone know that?
Oh, that doesn't matter.
At this point, it doesn't matter.
No.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I don't. I definitely don't. I went to a bunch of Korn concerts in my life.
Oh, that's fun.
I've never been.
I just typed the word corn in there. Now I don't know what I expected. I don't know what. I think I was trying to ask why is it named corn, but I just typed corn with a K.
Why is it corn?
Yeah, it's
Hey, why is it corn?
Okay, why are they called corn? Oh wait, I have to stop it. All right, there we go.
Probably not a great answer.
Yeah, Korn took their name suggestion by one of the band's early supporters, who spelled the word corn with a K in reference to the German band Kraftwerk, who also replaced the letter C with the letter K. That's kind of lame.
That's
That's how we got
fucking
Mortal Kombat?
stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Corn?
Wow. Oh, geez, really coming at him hard.
I just
Finally,
I mean,
someone taking corn down a peg.
I mean, come on. But like, that's really like the backwards R is so much more inspiring. Like,
Yeah, the Toys R Us story way better now.
way better, way better. Chat went next, and Chat chose Ranger.
What up, Dumpers? It's William from Austin. This question is mostly for Jen, but anyone can answer, of course.
Which people in the Giant Bomb universe and guests, recurring members, anything like that, would you assign to a Power Ranger persona, i.e. Red Ranger, Black Ranger, and specifically from Mighty Morphin? Cool. Thanks. Love you.
Thank you, caller. Can anyone speak to this?
Yeah, so Patrick Klepek is definitely the Red Ranger. Let's see here. I think, don't want to say that.
I don't have very many wacky Power Rangers. Oh, I'll be, wait. Am I the robot or is Dan the robot? What's his name?
Oh, yeah. No, Dan is definitely Zordon, the head in the tube, the bald head in the tube. And then Mike,
well,
you
guys
are
literally did that. In
Mike,
that
you
video.
are definitely the robot. Oh my God, you're the robot. Holy shit, you're I don't remember, but he's always freaking out, and he's like,
I liked Alpha 5.
Alpha 5. He's like, I'm getting run over by a thing in a tunnel. And then
who are the two bullies from the two bullies from the school?
Both of them are Bacalar, and I'm the Green Ranger because I'm cool.
Oh, very cool.
This seems cute.
This seems fair. I think I'm down. Oh yeah.
What's the bully?
It's just like two goober bullies that are there to
hockey guys that are like,
because the show takes place
beer and like hockey nerd.
Because the show takes place in California, and they feel like they're from New Jersey. That's all it was. It's 100% what it was.
I just wanted to hear it out loud. Okay. I know fucking why.
Okay, all right.
Man, that Mighty Morphin was so cool. I think I said this before. That was the first time I was ever aware of trends. Because at school, it was it was just turtles as far as I knew all my life. Just
so
nothing
weird.
Everyone just cared about Teenage Ninja Turtles. And I just went to school one day, and it was basically like, oh, everybody's watching something called Power Rangers now. I guess I have to care about that. And like a good little consumer, I did.
Very good.
The Power Ranger, Mike, I'm right there with you. Yet I just did not take the step. Everyone in middle school, that's all they cared about.
All jumped on.
A year.
It did help because you could just you went to Toys R Us, of course, and then they would have that VHS 5-tape collection of the Green Ranger saga, and it's to put it in Bacalar terms, they did a good job of making it seem important. It felt important. Well, there used to be only 5 of them, and now there's a 6th one. And maybe he's bad. It was like, well, this is real high class entertainment here. I gotta see what's going on.
The first Prestige TV, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You get it. Yeah, before that, it was all Hanna-Barbera. It was all junk. But then the Green Ranger came along. Yeah.
Who's the best dancer among the wider Giant Bomb universe? Because they could be the Black Ranger. Because it was always his moves. He's doing the cool breakdancing moves.
I feel like I would throw my hat into that ring.
Okay. Bacalar, you could be the Black Ranger. There you go.
Doesn't Lucy says she has horse knees? Maybe that makes her extra
no, that makes that Lucy's
no. That probably works against her.
Lucy's definitely the Yellow Ranger, and then let's see who could be the Pink Ranger. That would just be Abby. That'd be Abby. Oh no, you're right. Tam is the Pink Ranger. Absolutely. That's good.
I think Drew would be the Green Ranger, right?
Drew probably would be the Green Ranger. Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Cool guy.
All right. Speaking of cool guys, Dan Reichert,
what?
The coolest of guys, gets to take the show home tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Dan Reichert with the last
today's winner
on voicemail.
With entirety of her breakfast.
Hey guys, this is Craig from Columbus. I had a thing happen at work today that I can't get out of my mind. My wife and I were down in the work cafeteria. You can place orders there for overpriced garbage food. It's not great. We were leaving the cafeteria to go into the elevator back up to the floor we work on. This lady was in front of us. We just assumed she was getting on the elevator with us, and instead, she went directly into the woman's restroom with the entirety of her breakfast that she had picked up. So I guess my question is to you guys, what's the worst food crime you've ever witnessed in person? Thanks. Bye.
Maybe what was going on there?
You never know. With this food stuff, it could be something way more harrowing than we want to get into.
Yeah.
But I did see a boy eat a burger while sitting on the latrine at camp that we dug ourselves. So for Boy Scouts, we dug a latrine and dug the hole in the ground, and then we built the latrine by lashing some wood together And then then we have our cookout, and he took his burger, whatever it was some food item, and he just went over and took it, and then he just went and sat and had his poop while eating it. So that was Burger Boy.
I see these people out there defending toilet eating. You just got to know you're wrong. Like, you just got to know.
And maybe that's why they do it.
Yeah, maybe it's just like the thrill of being so wrong. Who knows? I'm thinking why this person brought their lunch into the breakfast, rather, into feeding the bathroom goblin. I don't know. There's many possibilities.
Is it maybe like they're just really private, and so
Is
they're
that-
able to use
that's-
like a stall in there, and they felt like more secure or something? I don't know.
Possible.
That's the only explanation I can think of.
Hey, Dan, can I ask you about Paul Reichert's worst food crime?
Yeah, I just posted the link in the chat. I was reminded of when, not this time, but the last time he was here, he accidentally threw his cigarette butt into his completely full can of Mountain Dew Major Melon.
Good.
And he just drank it anyway because the cigarette was in there. And he said, when I told him, like, why are you doing that? That's gross. He said that the ashes fortified his body, and that my generation would be whining about needing an app to filter them out of the soda. You get a little app on your space phone to take the cigarettes out of my soda.
Look, Paul, I love you. There's got to be somewhere in between these two extremes. We could just throw the soda away. I'll buy you a new soda.
Yeah,
Paul.
I offered. He's like, no, I'm a man. I can do it. And it's like,
I'm a man.
I don't know what being
I'm
a
gonna
man
drink
has to do with
cigarettes. Dude.
God.
He knows he's also not that old, right? Like, he knows he's not that old to be talking the way he talks.
Don't tell him that. You just don't want to get into that conversation.
I think I do.
There's no winning.
I think I do.
There's no winning.
I think I'm at the point where I do. I think I'm at the point where I just want to pick fights with Paul Reichert.
I'm about to upload a 3-hour conversation I had with him last weekend, and it's just the most infuriating. It's the soccer is not a sport is a big part of it for him.
Yeah, I
That's a new
remember
fun
when that
thing.
came up. I mean, look, if you don't like soccer, just say
I know,
you don't
which
like
is fine.
soccer.
I don't like soccer. I
You
don't like
have
soccer.
to
It's objectively a
invalidate-
sport and the most popular one on the planet. You're insane.
That's like when people don't like pineapple on pizza, and I don't like pineapple on pizza.
Same.
But they can't just say, I don't like pineapple on pizza. They have to say, that's not pizza. As if being pizza is in and of itself like some prize or some award.
That's I don't know. It's just like that. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is pineapple on pizza? Whatever. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? It's just these like they all feel like icebreakers that like the first day on a job would make you do to like start a fun conversation.
They feel like
Someone's just
conversations from a really bad indie movie in the 90s after someone just watched a Tarantino movie, and they're like, oh, I'm going to go write a movie like that. Oh.
Yes, every time I hear somebody do that, I was like, just shut up. I don't care. Like, I just don't care.
Paul, listen to me, Paul. You keep this shit up, you keep going down this path, you're going to wind up being fucking president. Okay? So relax. Tap the brakes, my man. All right?
Look, we're usually
I'm a never Paul voter.
We usually like your shenanigans. It's usually all fun. Don't drink cigarette ashes.
You probably
no,
shouldn't,
like
Dad.
they will literally
Don't do
make
that.
that. They will make that flavor for this guy. That's the future we're headed towards. I could see it now. All right, that's gonna do it. God bless the voicemail dump truck. Thank you so very much, Mike Minotti, for gracing us with your presence.
Thanks for having me, guys. Always fun.
707 Exit Flu. Give us a call, and we'll see you next time.